Welcome to the Banega Swasth India podcast. Our focus is one health, one planet, one future. Our aim is health for all and leaving no one behind because Swasth Bharat is a Sampann Bharat. Sayomdeb Mukherjee, fondly known as Den, was born with multiple disabilities, the primary disability being Dopamine Responsive Dystonia, a rare genetic disorder as a result of which he was non-verbal till the age of 25. Little Den was born into a joint family in Kolkata in November 1980. Den's physical disabilities extend to quadriplegia, paralysis of 4 limbs, deformities all over the body, bent spinal cord, and dyslexia. His disabilities are deteriorating in nature, which means the symptoms can return if Den stops the medication. Despite all disabilities, 41-year-old Den has essayed various roles, and today he is an author, award-winning actor, a radio jockey, and is even helping other people with disabilities overcome their challenges and lead fulfilling lives. I'm Ambika Singh Kama, and today we have with us Den, who is an inspiration for many. Welcome to the Banega Swasth India podcast. Den, to begin with, take us through your journey.
Life has been a big journey for me. In all the frontiers, when I could speak, when I could not speak, every time I have got this confidence that when you have the family, the people, and the blessings of Almighty, you will gain in life and you will be a person. So for 25 years of my life, I couldn't speak, I couldn't move a muscle of my body, I could not enjoy my life at all. And that's the reason that I had to lead a life of not that higher quality. But after 25 years of age, I started working on my own because my genetic disorder, due to which my disability has come up, that was diagnosed in the year of 2005. And after that, gradually I started to recover. But it doesn't mean that prior to 2005, I did not work or I could not work. I used to work using a tongue switch and a special auto scanning software. That is the importance of assistive solutions in life of persons with disabilities. And in every part of my life, assistive solution has played an important role. Also, one more aspect that has helped me to grow is my joint family structure of India. Because without the joint family, I won't have been the person who I am today. In my upbringing, there is a huge lot of effort has been given by my mom, dad, my uncle, aunt, everybody, each and every member of the 10-member joint family. And thereafter, I have started moving ahead in my life. Gradually, when I started to recover, I wanted to earn. I wanted to be economically independent. And that's when a miracle happened. I got a call from a radio channel of Kolkata, and they requested me, asked me whether I would be able to anchor a show. Every day that I went to do the show, I thought that it would be the last show because I am not suitable for radios, I am not suitable for media. But the soft corner that I have for radio, media and creative arts began from 2011.
Family is indeed the biggest support system. Then you have also acted in the film One Little Finger. How challenging was it to present yourself in front of camera?
You are able to see my disability, which is visible. But there are also certain non-visible disability or invisible disabilities which you are unable to see. I am a person with learning disability. I have dyslexia. People have read out to me and I have learned from listening. Now the biggest friend that I have is audiobooks. And during the cinema also I had faced the same problem. I have acted in a movie. So in that movie I had to kind of listen to the dialogues, remember, recall and deliver. With the grace of God, in Cincinnati Film Festival, I got the Best Actor award as well.
Congratulations on being awarded the Best Actor. After struggling yourself, today you're helping other persons with disabilities fit in the mainstream. How did that shift happen?
Since my childhood days, as I started to grow a person with disabilities, I wanted to work for the sector. For the sector means for the generations to come who are going to be born or acquire disabilities. My parents has always told me that I have got this opportunity to grow, live a life of dignity and freedom. So the problems, the issues that has been there in my childhood should not be faced by my next generation of persons with disabilities. I have always wanted to help the persons with disabilities. When I was in radios, during that time many people with disabilities has come up asked me, how did you get the job? It's not the question how did I get the job, it's how did I keep the job, how do I sustain, how do I move ahead, how do I grow, how do I make certain amount of difference in life so that people outside get influenced and give opportunities to person with disabilities. And from there my aspiration started that I wanted to do something different. I have a severe disability. With my severe disability, it is absolutely impossible to migrate to a new city. But in the year of 2019, after getting an opportunity, I had to shift because that was the aspiration that I had from Kolkata to Bangalore to join the office where I wanted to work for a long time. At this point of time, there I am working in the office called Enable India, and this is the office where I have gotten my identity, self-respect, honor and development of aspiration to the newest level, which is to move beyond.
Your family has played a key role in your growth, but to build an inclusive society, what do you think needs to be done? What more, in fact?
We know that we need inclusion in various spheres of life. Since last 4 decades, I have seen the change in positive way. But there is a long way to go, even now. In 80s, people are not at all aware. In 90s, people started to get aware about disabilities. In the new millennium, people started to understand a bit of disabilities. First decade of the millennium, people started to provide equality, talk about inclusion, and in this particular decade, I am personally looking for a headway in an inclusive society where more disabilities professionals are going to be developed, more inclusion are going to be made in the social sphere. Friendship would not see the barrier of disability. Love will not see the barrier of disability. And each and every aspect of life will be inclusive in its totality. Total egalitarian society is not only an aspiration, it is a possibility that I see in my lifetime to happen.
As you said, you're looking for more disability professionals in society. Inclusion also means giving an equal employment opportunity. Then, how can we ensure that persons with disabilities also get a chance to contribute to the economy?
We know that we need to develop more people, trained people for the sector to grow. For that, we need proper inflow of money, because whoever wants to work in the disability sector must make a career out of it. It should be a level playing field where people would get opportunity to lead a respectful life. Unless people are economically viable in a sector, people, even if they want, they will not be able to survive. And certain things are to be done to enhance that economic value of disability sector. We need to show the value to the corporates, we need to show the value to the government, because we all know in the sector that over 15% of total population of the world have some kind of disabilities or other. ILO, International Labour Organization, IMF and other international economic bodies has come up with a research suggested that 8 to 9% of GDP of the world can positively get affected if the 1 billion people with disabilities are included in the workforce, which would in turn include people with disabilities in the mainstream. And that kind of research development, human resource development would help to create the value in the sector. This is what I have always thought of, because only person with disabilities and the stakeholders cannot make a difference. We need professionals, we need more research, we need more activities for which we need resources, and there we will create more value to the world, to the population, to each and every aspect of upliftment of economy, society and culture.
That's so well put. Thank you, Den, for joining us and sharing your journey and views. That's it on the Banega Swasth India podcast this week. If you have comments, queries, or suggestions on the topic we discussed today, or issues you would like us to cover in future, write to us on bsipodcast@ndtv.com. Remember, BSI stands for Banega Swasth India. You can also connect with us on Banega Swasth India handles on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and continue the conversation through the week. Till next week, this is Ambika Singh Kama signing off. Stay healthy, stay safe.